Obviously, anyone who knows anything about a restraining order, you are not allowed to be in the presence of the other person. So, with that being said, he had no business pulling up to her job, number one. Number two, he had no business getting out of his car and approaching her car.
So that is a piece of audio from Rich Dollar's interview with TMZ. He was speaking about his daughter Ashley being arrested for allegedly shooting at her boyfriend, and he went into great detail explaining that Ashley actually had a full-out restraining order of protection on this boyfriend because the boyfriend was very violent and she was in a domestic violence situation. He also claimed that the boyfriend had threatened her and was showing her his as well previously before this incident, allegedly. She had decided to get a new job at Krogers, and it was a new start for her. She transitioned to a different location and everything else in Memphis, and this boyfriend decided to go to this location. And basically, Rich Dollar said that he didn't believe that he just pulled up and happened to coincidentally find a place where she worked by mistake. You know, he basically was saying that his daughter had the right to defend herself, and that's pretty much what the clip says from TMZ. And he's basically explaining what led up to the incident, and he made it very clear that Ashley felt threatened.
Well, because he was approaching her vehicle. He was approaching her vehicle, and they have already been. This isn't just a one-time incident. This is things that have led up to this. Him sending text messages, him sending things to her, him showing him doing things that would put her in fear.
If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. It's DJ Jericho Podcast, where we talk about entertainment news, world news. Now, I covered this story earlier. I literally just dropped a video yesterday, but I covered it last week, that his daughter Ashley was arrested for shooting at her boyfriend outside of a Krogers, which was her first day at work, all right? And people were just wondering, like, what happened? Like, why would she do that if she's shooting at her boyfriend? Well, come to find out, it's actually not her boyfriend. It's her ex-boyfriend. And they had a kid together, and she had a restraining order protection order on this man because he was basically putting her life in danger in more ways than one. And they also have a kid involved in this situation. Allegedly. Remember, everything that I'm stating right now is alleged. And Rich Dollaz decided to go to TMZ and speak out about the situation and kind of discuss what the legal process will be, seeing that this young woman was arrested, of course, for assault. Now, of course, as I stated before in the previous video, she's not in jail right now. She was released. And it seems to be a situation where it was self-defense based off the fact that she already put out several protection orders against him. They went back and forth to court. Along with that, he's not even allowed to be in the vicinity or location where she works or even lives. So Rich Dollaz basically broke down that he's not quite sure how it's possible for him to mistakenly go to the wrong Kroger's supermarket on her very first day of work and finding that area where she worked at in such a large area such as Memphis. And that's pretty much what he covered in the interview. It sounds as if Rich Dollaz is just, he's being a protective father. And for me, I can totally understand. Like, I just don't find it appropriate for people to say, oh yeah, lock her up because she's a boyfriend, when it comes to find out her life was possibly in danger. I feel like everyone has the right to defend themselves. And if she had a restraining order against this man for allegedly assaulting her or abusing her in this domestic violence situation, could she have called the cops and told the people that he was there? Yes. However, her life could have been in immediate danger. And that may have been the reason why she decided to allegedly take the gun out and shoot off because she felt like they were coming towards her. According to Rich Dollaz, as you guys see in that clip, he's basically saying that the boyfriend was actually walking and approaching his daughter. All right. And she also thought that she seen someone with a gun as well. So this is the whole scenario, what's going on right now. I want to hear you guys in the comment section and share your thoughts about this whole situation. To me, I just think it's absolutely insane that she has to deal with this, if this is indeed the case with the boyfriend. It just seemed like domestic violence in the Black community is at an all-time high. And if you guys don't follow statistics when it comes to Black women to Black men, they say every 5.5 hours a Black woman is being taken out by her domestic partner or romantic partner. So this is a serious issue in the Black community. And I can't sit here as a Black person and a Black woman sit here and say, like, yeah, it's okay for her to have to deal with this and not defend herself. Just let her, perish at the hands of someone who was allegedly abusing her. So this is the information that I have. I want to hear your thoughts about the situation. Do you guys feel like Ashley should be in jail for defending herself? If this was indeed self-defense, I'm not quite sure what the laws in Memphis, Tennessee is when it comes to, but she didn't actually secure, any type of injury on this man. She at him in self-defense. So hopefully she's, safe wherever she is, and she doesn't have to worry about him possibly trying to find her or anything else, because it just seems to be a very tragic, unfortunate situation that she has landed herself in regards to this. And along with that, she has a child, of course. So share your thoughts below about this situation, and make sure you guys check out my full podcast. It's on Spotify, it's on Apple. It's the DJ Jerica podcast, where I talk about entertainment news and world news. Also, if you guys go on Spotify and Apple, I talk about more racier subjects. I know a lot of people have been wondering, when am I going to talk about the real intense stuff? I can't do that on YouTube. They're going to literally take my entire channel away, so I have to be very censored, edited, and everything else. Although YouTube has its own little bit of bias, I'm not going to lie, but we're not going to go into that. It's certain things that I just can't discuss on this platform. Might mention it, but I can't really discuss it because they're going to try to demonetize. They're going to try to take my page down. They do this to content creators all the time. So if you guys want to hear me talk about more world news or like more intense subjects, follow me on Spotify and Apple. This year I will be doing more uploads to those platforms because I'm distributed everywhere. I'm on Apple, iHeart, everywhere. So anywhere that you listen to podcasts, you can listen to it and it's unedited. Of course, like with this video, I have to edit and cut certain things out just to be safe because the guidelines. You got to follow the guidelines to make sure you're making that money. But outside of that, I'm going to catch you guys on the next video. Share your thoughts and hit that subscribe button. Much love. Peace.